to improve my abilities. And I'm also learning French right now, and I'm also using this platform to improve my speaking skills as well. So
Very
that's it.
good. Very good, Isabella. Welcome aboard. What about the others?
My name is Leonardo Souza. I'm 28. I'm from Rio Claro City, a countryside of São Paulo. And I have two kids, and I have a dream of going to United States.
Very good. Very good. Good to have you back. Good to see you here, Leo. And another person, Dalmo, wanna present yourself? It's been a long time, right?
Yeah. So hello, everybody. I'm Dalmo. I'm from Belo Horizonte. There is a lot of time that I'm not here in the meetings, but I'm trying to get back and try to learn more. And since there is a lot of time that I don't speak in English, I think that I'm forgetting the words. So for me today, it's gonna be a little bit harder than usual.
Yeah. Yeah, we get rusty when we don't practice, right? So it feels like it's not so natural like it used to be. Very good. Welcome back. Renata.
Hi, my name is Renata. I am from Belém, Pará. I'm a public servant and I want to study English to be fluent for travel and this.
Very good. So you're gonna learn a lot here because there are a lot of good topics to discuss. So welcome aboard.
Thank you.
And Isabella Firmino, what about you?
Hello, I'm Isabella. I'm 15 years old. I'm from São Paulo, but I live in Chile. And I'm here to improve my English.
Great, very good. So how long have you been living in Chile?
3 years.
Nice. Very good, very good. And then you, Fer.
Hello, guys. Hello, my dear friend, Phil. Good evening, everyone. My name is Fê. I live in Rio de Janeiro, small town called Friburgo. But I live there because of my job. I work for Corob Church, but I born in Maceió. I'm here now in Trinity because it's a good platform to improve your English, improve your listening skill, speak skill. And on the other hand, it's an amazing platform for you meet a new interesting person. Sometimes make a new good friend.
Friends, exactly. Really good to hear. Long time we don't talk. Good to have you here.
Yeah.
Very good. So I'm Philip, and I'm 33, living in São Paulo. I'm in the middle of a lot of things right now. I have been hosting TNT since a long time ago. Right now, I'm just giving or teaching some English classes in the platform. We have conversations for beginners. We also have English talks where we bring material, we bring vocabulary, we teach and support students to develop their English skills. And we are trying out as well a new way of having conversations that is the 30-minute private conversation. It's a one-on-one conversation. You have a conversation with a host. So you can have 30 minutes to talk to one of them. We are testing this new format, this new way of having conversations. But this one here is in group, and we have a lot of opportunities to to talk and to learn. So you all have the questions, right? We have already spoken about ourselves, and I'm gonna need a hand from one person. I need one person to help me out in here, and I'm just curious who it's going to be, this person. I really need a help. Just any volunteer? Yes?
Can
No?
be me.
Yes. Thank you so much, Dalmo. I'm gonna ask you to help me out dealing with the group and asking them questions and making everybody to speak, because I'm not in a good place to be holding my camera, my cell phone, on the streets. And we are in São Paulo, so I'm going back home, but I don't know if I can make it until 6. So I'm gonna let you lead the conversation, but it's, you know how it works. It's more like a conversation, just asking questions and answering and making everybody to speak. And people, please, all of you can speak and you're able to speak if you're here. Okay? Is it okay, Dalmo?
Só uma dúvida, em português mesmo. Vai dividir o grupo ou vai manter
No,
todo
no,
mundo junto?
no, everybody in the same group. Yeah, we have like 6 people here, so it's gonna be a conversation just in this group. Okay.
Ok.
So, Dalmo, it's all yours. I'm gonna make you the host, but you don't need to worry about that. If someone knocks the door, just accept, and that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's start.
Yeah. So gotta go. See ya,
Yeah,
Dalmo,
Phil.
and everybody. For Isabella, thank you so much, people. See you.
Have a good day. Phil.
Thank you. Bye bye.
So, hello everyone. As I said, I'm Dalmo, and it's new for me to be the host. I had never been before, but let's try. So we have
You
everybody.
can.
Oh, I hope. I think everybody has already all the questions. And the first one is, what's freedom of speech? And is it important? So does anyone want to start? I think Isabella,
I can.
or
I
Fer,
can.
I don't know who is speaking. Is Fer?
Yeah, fair.
So let's start, Fer. Fernando or Fer?
Okay. Fair.
Okay.
Okay, guys. I think so very important for you have freedom of speech, because when you live in country, you 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 want to freedom. So very important for you can express your thought all the time. It's so very common in the country when you find out the democracy. For me, it's so very important because you have opportunity to do anything you want. On the other hand, I think the expression fits so very in this case. For instance, have an expression. If you want, you can get it. For me, it's so very important because in the situation, for me, I charge so much this word freedom, but it doesn't only word, but this is a conception to for you live your life. It's in peace. I think this. Another one.
What do you think, Isabella? Do you agree with Fer?
Yeah,
We
I
have
agree.
two Isabellas, but can be you, then the other Isabella will say something.
Okay. So yeah, I agree with him. I think it's very important we have freedom of speech because that's what makes us human, be able to express our thoughts, our ideas, and the way that we see the world. Also, with respect with the other people. But I think it's very important you be able to express yourself and not be afraid of being judged or, you know, being judged in a bad way. So it's very important. We have this very comfortable space where we can be able to be ourselves and express ourselves.
And you, Isabella Firmino.
I'm totally agree with all of you. Like it's like the concept that everyone should have for everyone to express their idea without fear. And yeah, it's super important. It's like Isabella say, and Fern too.
And I think to add something, we have the question number 3 about the number 4. If there should be some limits on what we are free to say, and let's see, Renata, what do you think about that? Because we said about that's right, we must have this freedom of speech, but maybe there is some limit or not. What do you think about that, Renata?
Yeah, I think we have to have some limits, like respect other people and other thoughts. So we have to have the limits of the laws, because we live in a civilization. So we have to be free to express ourselves, but we have to respect the others too. So I think it has these limits, and we had to be careful when talk. We have to express ourselves, but we have to be careful when we talk about everything, to don't hurt someone. I think it's this to me.
And you, Leo, what do you think about that?
Yeah, for me, by speaking, it's important to have freedom. But you first have to have a background for any topic. Yeah, when you will speak something, and to respect others. Yeah, anyone. Yeah, anyone about a sexual option, about region, about nationality. Yeah, and I think having freedom bring more responsibility. I think this.
I think that we, in the past, we had to fight too much to have this right to the freedom of our speech. And I think that now we are, what we are doing is try to understand what is this freedom, because that's not an absolutely freedom. Because when we think about freedom is to do what we want to do, the way that we want to do. And in this way, we are just thinking about ourselves, what's better for us. And I think that now we must having this fight about what our freedom and the freedom of the others. And it's having some troubles in this, So I think that we didn't already understand what is this limit, and I think that this limit is not changing, is different for every society, and maybe even uh, inside our group, some people think that the freedom go just in that point, and other people think that the freedom must be more. Oh, it's hard to explain this, but I think the main idea, I think that you got about what I was saying. I think everybody answered the first question. And for example, to exemplify what I was saying, the question number 5 about a French newspaper angered the words muslin, I don't know how to say this word, by publishing cartoons of the Prophet Muhammad. Is this freedom of speech? Because I think they were journalists, and they had the right to say what they thought. But was that right, what they did? What do you think, Leo? I don't know if you remember what was this episode.
Like the people make a cartoons
About Muhammad, and was kind of offensive for the religion, what they did. Actually, even draw Muhammad is a very bad thing to do for the Muslim people. And they did this, and they even make jokes with the Muhammad. Then there was a terrorist attack. That was awful.
Like you said.
So who was right in this position?
Like respectful is I accept the option of others, of other. But if that person do anything that me attack me, it's wrong for me. It's wrong. Like speak against Bolsonaro or Lula or anyone, for example. But I think we need have a background enough to discuss this situation. As I see today, nowadays, in Brazil, have so many people argue about anything, without have a background enough to discuss these things. And I think our country, or in the world, we don't have much hearing others, the other side, the other side of religion, the other side of team, like Corinthians, Palmeiras, for example. We defend our selfish just, so it causes separation. It's sad, like the people make jokes about Muhammad is unrespectful, but disrespectful. But it's so.
I remembered episode here in Brazil when there was, I don't know how to say in English this word, but I forgot even in Portuguese. there is the Catholics, and the others is
Cristãos,
não,
protestantes,
não é protestante a palavra. Teve um membro da
Evangélico.
igreja evangélica, yeah, that broke
Sana.
Santa? I don't know how to say.
Santa.
Virgem Maria. He broke the Virgem Maria. And then that in the day of Nossa Senhora Aparecida, in her day, 12 of October. And this, I think it's an example of maybe how the Muslim people maybe they felt with the cartoon. Because I think for me, maybe a cartoon is just a joke. It's a cartoon. You cannot read if you don't want to read. But we must be in their position. Maybe for them, a cartoon is just like broke Nossa Senhora. So I think is what Leo was saying. I think we should see put ourselves in the side of the other and try to see how that people see the world.
Yeah.
Guy, this for me is so very complicated because you can't have avoid intolerance. The people have extreme. So bad people have lived in extreme. I think the freedom, recognize balance. Your right is finished when another right, another people start. But sometimes, for instance, you call the fight. I think the Brazilian guys never fight for freedom. I think the Brazilian guys, I don't know exactly how is intense the conception about freedom. But for instance, I lived in Madrid in this time. It's so very complicated for the world. In 2002, I remember we had so very recently the terrorist attack in World Trade Center. In my case, when I went to the Madrid, there was a terrorist attack in Atocha station, Atocha station. After in underground in London. Unfortunately, I don't had use beer because the xenophobia is so very big in Europe this time. But for instance, guys, when you talk about the issue, religion, politics, it's so very complicated, guys. For instance, if you bad mouth about the beer, the guys from Islam, so very complicated, guys. You don't bad mouth about the beer, the guys from the Midwest. It's profess the Islam. It's so very complicated. So you need to respect another religion, another the politics. But I same time I respect another guy should and must respect me. I think this. Another one, Isabella. What do you think about?
Yeah, I agree with you all. So I think that there was a very bad situation, a very unhappy situation, because they using their freedom of speech in a bad way, they did not have wisdom to talk and think about it, what they were doing. And even when we are talking about the Muslim people, they are a religion that is very, julgada, né? So, and in every part of the world, everybody, they are afraid of these people for their religion, and because of a small amount of people that are extremely, um, um, violent and bad, but they are not the majority of people. So they are very judged for that, and in this journal have a very bad, action, and they did not thought about it, and they show it like a person that judge each other and, have a preconceito. So there was a very bad attitude. So that was.
And Renata Vieira, there is another point that I think that we should discuss. It's about the number 6, the question number 6. Should people be free to spread misinformation, hatred, or incite violence? The fake news. Thus, it is okay to someone that's free to speak what they want to speak, to talk about fake news? Does these people have this right? They are free for that? What do you think, Anna?
It's very complicated because I think now, for example, our justice still doesn't know a lot what to do with this. We are learning how to lead with this because it's complicated because of the freedom of speech. But when you know that it's a fake news and people wanna incite other people for hate or incite other, it's very bad because we have a lot of population that now I think a lot of our population see the news with. Do you listen? Yes. Because my internet's not good. Do you listen?
Now
you listen?
Now I'm listening.
Okay. I think we have now a population that see the news and be informed for the social media. So now we are trying to handle with it what we can do with these people, because had a lot of news that are very a lot of strange, but people believe when it's very, how can I say, like a lot of fake. It's absurd, but some people news, and some people believe in it. So I don't know. I think our justice is trying to lead. He's trying to handle it. American justice is trying to handle it too. It's a new phenomenon. I don't know. So I don't know what we can do to try to stop. I think they I think people, it's not shouldn't be free to do this, to incite violence, to incite hatred. But we know that have a lot of people doing this at this time, and we still don't know how to stop this. And now it's very easy to do a fake profile to spread misinformation. So how we rastrear,
Right.
how we will I don't know, hack these people. It's very complicated. I think we still don't know what to do in this case.
And you, Isabela Firmino, what do you think?
I'm agree with Renata. It's like a very complicated. But I think no one should be free to promote like the hate and the violence and like the false information. But unfortunately, there are people do like they did this. So it's like a complicated, but I think no one should be free to like promote the hate, violence, false information, and be disrespectful and and this is like very intolerant. Yeah, that's it.
And we have another question. I think for example, the number 8 question. Some countries forbid school teachers from introducing subjects like homosexuality in their classes. Is this denying free speech? And I think we can, as the same about this, talk about politics in the school, between the people in the school. I think we are discussing this in Brazil nowadays. And let's see what Isabela Halbrick think about that. Must be some limits about what is being discussed in school. What is this limit, or should we, or maybe we didn't have no limit at all in the school to discuss? What do you think about that? I think it's something hard to think about. It's not easy.
Yeah, this is a very, very hard subject to talk about it, because we are talking about kids and their sexuality. But when we are talking about little kids, we should not talk about it yet, when they are like until 10 or 11 years old. We should let them be kids and just learn things it's in the school right now. But after that, when they start to get in the teenage age, so I think it's very important to talk about it, and clarify things for the kids, and also teach them how to respect others, even if you don't agree with it or your parent don't teach it in your home. They should teach that you have to be respectful with. That's what I think.
And you, Fer, what do you think?
Oh, guys, to be honest, I guess so very important to talk about the sexuality, but homosexuality for me it's bullshit, because everyone when you get your sexuality, the guys it's follow your inclination about this, né? So if for me, all the time you try to explain the situation, you create, for me, a lot taboo about this. You discuss about the sexuality, so very important, because it have uh, some situations so very complicated about this topic. Mostly when you talk about teenage, uh, a little kid, it's not important because a little kid don't feel the sexuality like teenage. Teenage is so very dangerous age. It's so very dangerous. You need to bring some several information about the conception, about the anything. It's for me the big question is when you start. For instance, a life adult, and you will have any structure for assume the situation, like for instance, the pregnant, it's so very uh, yeah, early, it's so very complicated, guys. Because you need another thing to to accomplish in your life, like conclude your study, college. You start have a job when you can have a settle, stable in your life. It's so very important. After I think you need after this you I think you need to start and you have but don't exist in real life. The people start in the family, but they don't want uh, the family in your life. The family is going happen like suddenly. But if you can plan your family, it's a good thing. Yeah, because of this you need to have a discussion about sexuality. But homosexuality, oh guys, for me, it's to be honest, I think this situation boring because the people have some inclination about the say, homosexuality. You don't have how to stop the guys for follow the like a river, a river. I think this.
And you, Renata?
I think school have to introducing some subjects like diversity and sexuality is important. I don't know what age, like a little kid, or I think we have to talk with psychologists and people who working with children. But I think it's important to know about the different things because in school we are learning how to handle the situations of the words, and sometimes some people doesn't know how to handle with the other people, different people, because they didn't learning about other situations, different. And these, I think it's not like we are talking about homosexuality. We are talking about diversity because we are different. We are talking about every difference of the human beings. And we had, and I think we had to talk about sexuality, and it's. I think it's important too when I will add the other subjects because we had a lot of children who are suffering with abuse, sexual abuse, and don't understand they are suffering because they didn't know about the sexuality. So I think the schools have to start to talk, as it's not like it's not like teaching children how to have sex. It's like talking about the sexuality, or this is forbid someone do with you these parts of your body. Some people doesn't have to touch because it's abuse, and try to explain this to the children. And I think we have to approach these subjects in the school. Of course, we have to do the right approach. It's not just talking about have sex or sexuality like in the we have to do some discuss. We have to talk. We have to know how to talk with the children, and I think we had some professionals to do this.
And Leo, about the question number 9, many countries censor websites to control what their citizens can and cannot see. Is this dangerous? What do you think about? I think they are saying about, for example, China, that there is some websites that the people cannot use. I don't know if we have an example here in Brazil. I think here the internet is very free for us to access what we want to access. And what do you think about that?
Sorry, I don't understand right the question. Can you repeat me, please?
The question is saying about there is some countries that don't allow the citizens, the people, to have access to some websites. For example, in China, you cannot access Facebook. And I think there is a lot of other kind of subject that there is not allowed to, that you in China have access. And what do you think about that? I said that I don't know if here in Brazil we have this experience. I think here we are very free on the internet to access, I think, everything that we want to access.
Yeah, I agree with China. I think if it were like that in Brazil, maybe we have more respect. We don't jump the levels of life. Yeah, you know, and in Brazil is very free. It's too much free. All the things, mainly websites. Yeah, and nowadays child get a cell phone all the time. Yeah, I have two children, 2 daughters, and I don't like I don't like them gets all the time in cell phone. And I see I check the website, the app that they were watching. Yeah, because its information is very dangerous for child. Yeah, and it causes confusion of their mind. Yeah, but I agree, and censored some websites. But in Brazil, it doesn't work, because I think the hackers, for example, they seems more clever, more smart than the people that study this topic, IT, like this, and everything is free. sadly, yeah.
And you, Isabela Firmino, what do you think?
I'm agree with Leo, but at the same time, I think that everyone should have the right to see everything they have right to see. But at the same time, I think like Leo. So I don't know, it's like really complicated. But I think like if it's on internet, the person should choose if they are see it or not. Like the government shouldn't prohibit. Like each person's choice, see that or not. And but at the same time, I think like Leo. So I don't know my opinion about that.
So I think we are already running out of time, but if someone wants to say something to add our discussion, I think we discussed a lot of things, and it's a hard thing to discuss, even in Portuguese. In English is even harder. But I think we had a lot of different point of views. I think we should have more time to expand more our thoughts, but it was a good start. And so I think I'm gonna close the meeting because I think there is another meeting at 6. And it was a pleasure being here. I did my best to try to be a host, even though I'm not a host. So goodbye, everyone. Hope to see you at
Bye-bye,
other
guys.
meetings.
My
It was a
pleasure.
pleasure to
Bye.
know you. Bye bye.